Guys, I have been looking at this car sit in my garage for the last 5 months. And I think today might finally be the day we get it out on the road for the first time since the flood. We already did so much to this car. I mean, practically brand new interior. We did a full brake job down here on all 4 corners. Did so many oils, differential, transmission, engine oil. We checked all the fluids, made sure that was okay. But there's still a couple things we need to do before we take this car out on the road for the first time. One of them here, as you can see, these wheel liners are open. I want to clean all this out, check all the wiring connectors, make sure they're good before we go ahead and put the wheel liners back in, and of course the wheels on after that. And secondly, while we have the bumper off here, I want to clean out these radiators for all the mud and dirt that was deposited by the flood, get them all clean again so that hopefully this car has no problem keeping itself cool in the California 100-degree heat. But I am so excited to go for a first drive post-flood, so let's not waste any time. Let's get going. The first item for today was cleaning the wheel liners. I used a combination of high-pressure water and the same Terminator chemical as I used on the carpets. Most of the mud just came right off. While I had the pressure washer set up, I also cleaned all the plastic air ducts for the front of the car. Next, I tried my best to clean the insides of the wheel wells. I used regular hose pressure and degreaser, trying to suck back up as much water as I could with the vacuum. For the radiators, I tried a few things: hose water, compressed air, and the vacuum. All 3 seemed to work well, and so I used all of them. Next, since I already had the hose in the garage, I decided to give the engine bay a quick once-over. And lastly, as far as cleaning goes, I went through every single wiring connector I could find below the water line and cleaned the pins with contact cleaner. And after that, it was time for reassembly. Wow, that front bumper went on way easier than it came off. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's get these wheel liners on and wheels, and then we'll move on to the last step. It's wheel time! The car's all put back together, guys. So next up, we have to actually check this transmission fluid level. If you remember from a couple videos ago, we did fill the transmission, but we just used the estimated amount GM says you need if you drop the oil pan. But now that we're getting ready to drive it, we actually need to set the level and make sure it's perfect. And what that entails is actually starting the engine, letting it run for a while, let the transmission get up to about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we'll pull that drain plug out of the bottom of the transmission and let any excess drain out. And hopefully some does come out, because if none comes out, that means we actually don't have enough fluid. So hopefully that's not the case, but we'll see. Let's actually go ahead and get this thing started for the first time on this YouTube channel. Are you guys ready? Here we go, guys. I'm gonna take my shoes off because this interior is so beautiful right now. All right, are you guys ready? The first start of the flooded ZL1 here on YouTube in 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on, that was anticlimactic. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, those exhaust valves closed. Let's put it back into sport mode. Get that exhaust nice and loud. do a couple things. It wants me to open and then close the driver window. So we'll do that and then close it back up. All right, then we can get rid of that. Oh, and then it wants us to do the same thing with the passenger. So we'll go ahead, well, we already opened it, but close the passenger window. Perfectly clean dash. There's no warning lights, guys. This is so awesome. It's running perfectly. Sounds wonderful. It's actually very quiet. I don't hear much valve train noise either. While the engine is warming up, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do one other thing just to kill time. We're gonna go ahead and replace the cabin air filter, which is here in the glove box, and then run the air conditioning and spray Lysol in the intake, which is up there by the cowl on the outside of the car. Spray Lysol in and let it work its way through all these vents. And hopefully that'll clean them out, get any flood smell out of here. So let's go ahead and do that while we let this transmission warm up. There's a cable in here that's holding the glove box up that we have to remove. So I have my pick here, so I'm gonna try to pick it off. It's a little bit slippery. Oh, there we go. Yep, got that off. Now we just need to pry it off its pivot point. So bend this. All right, got that side. Now it's time for this side. Got it. And that drops down. And now back here, we just need to remove this little plastic piece and we'll be able to see the air filter. There we go. Now we've exposed the cabin air filter. You can go ahead and pull it out. And there we go. There's our dirty cabin air filter. Let's go ahead and put a new one in. And it's as simple as sliding in our new one. So let's see if we can get this up in here. Hopefully it's the right size. Oh, yep, looks like it's going in. All right, got the new one in. We'll put the cover plate back on. Just a couple snaps. Just got the cover plate snapped in. As you can see, I'm pulling on it and it's not moving. And now, all we need to do is reinstall this glove box. Got it. Now we're gonna turn the air conditioning to full blast. Well, we'll turn the compressor off, but we'll make it blow as high as it goes. And we'll have it come out all the vents and make sure recirculate's not on. And now we can go ahead and spray Lysol up there and it'll get everything through the system. All right, here's the intake for the air conditioning system. I can feel it sucking in the air. So let's go ahead and spray probably like half a can of Lysol into the system. Let's see what the transmission temperature's at now that we've finished the cabin air filter. Ooh, it smells very fresh in here. All right, let's navigate to some sort of information page. Maybe performance. There's oil temperature, there's oil pressure. Oh, and there's trans fluid temperature. Perfect. So we just need to get this up to 200 degrees. And to do so, we're gonna put it in drive, hold the brake, and brake torque the engine for a few seconds at a time, and let the fluid that's in the torque converter heat up, and then release, and then flow through the rest of the system. And hopefully by doing that, we can speed up this process and get the transmission up to temperature a bit faster. So with the car lifted up, we're gonna go ahead and put it into drive, and my foot's on the brake. So we'll dismiss that the doors are open. And then what we're gonna do is, while holding the brake, we'll rev the car up to about 1,000 RPM for less than 10 seconds. And then let it go and let it idle for 10 seconds. And we'll repeat that over and over and over again. And we should see this transmission temperature go up. There we go. So it did go up and it crossed 200 degrees and then it went back down. So I feel confident now checking the level because the fluid temperature went down. That suggests that the bypass valve in the transmission opened up and allowed the fluid to start using the cooler. And now I'm really not seeing it move up at all despite continuous brake torquing. So I think we're at full operating temperature. So let's go ahead and remove the standpipe and drain out whatever excess fluid we have in there. It's probably pretty noisy under here, but we're gonna go ahead and undo this check plug. This fluid's gonna be super hot. And so we'll just let it drain until it stops. I don't want to get 200-degree transmission fluid all over my hands. As I'm sure you saw, no fluid actually came out, which means the transmission did not have enough fluid. So we're gonna go ahead and add one more quart, and hopefully when we're done with that quart, we see some fluid start to drain out of the transmission while it's at full operating temperature. I don't know if you guys can see, but after we put the quart in, you can see that transmission fluid is now draining from the transmission. So that's perfect. We'll just let that drain until no more comes out. Well guys, it's been quite the race against the clock. I was hoping we would get done before the sunset, but it's dark outside, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. But regardless, I'm super excited because now it's time to drive this thing. Oh yeah. Here we go. Now I'm second guessing everything. I hope I attached everything correctly. I guess we'll put it in drive and bring this thing out of the garage for the first time in 4 months. Oh, this steering wheel feels so nice. I feel bad for getting my grubby hands all over it. Oh, well I forgot to say something, but we're in drive and we're moving. Let's go. We're out of the garage. This is the first time in 5 months that this car is actually outside. Let's close the garage. Oh, the transmission just shifted. Let's go. And still no warning lights. There's nothing on the dash. Guys, we're driving the ZL1. This is crazy. I've been dreaming about this for so long. Okay, still, we're about 5 minutes into the drive. Still no lights. The dash is perfectly clean. We're not getting any error messages or warnings. Since one of the things we did while the car was in the garage is change all the brake pads and all the rotors, the first thing we have to do, since this is the first drive, is we have to bed in the brakes. And so what that entails is a lot of starting and stopping just to get the brake rotors nice and smooth and make sure the pads and rotors mate together well. And so the first set of brake applications is going to be about 30 miles an hour, and we'll do light brake application down to about 15 miles an hour, just to try to smooth out the rotors and get that zinc plating off of them. So let's go ahead and do our first one here. We're going 30 miles an hour, and we'll hit the brakes and come to a nice light, gentle stop. Down here to, there's 15 miles an hour, and then we'll accelerate back up. And the goal here is to just remove that zinc coating. We're not trying to bed in the brakes just yet. We have to remove the coating before we can actually do that. 30 miles an hour, and we'll touch the brakes. The brake pedal feels really nice. And I don't know if that's just because the ZL1 has a nice brake pedal or if it's because of the brake fluid, but either way, I'm pleasantly impressed. Well, we stopped here at an abandoned parking lot and we're gonna check the rotors to see if that hazy coating has burned off yet. Well, things are definitely happening. It's looking shinier than it did. Although I don't think it's perfect yet, so I think maybe we'll do probably another 10 or 15 of those light stops before we move on to the heavy stops. Now that we did a few more gentle stops, let's go ahead and do some more aggressive ones. Let's turn around up here and finish it off with some really aggressive stops. All right, you ready for a hard stop? Let's go 45 to 10 in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Let's do it one more time. Well, we're gonna do it a lot of times, but we'll start with the second time. Here we go. Very nice. All right, we'll do this a few more times, and then to finish the bedding procedure, then we'll drive around for a while without touching the brakes to let them cool off. I don't think I can wait anymore, guys. We got the brakes cooled off. The bedding procedure should be all done. Let's turn onto this road here and give it the beans. That sounds so cringy. Oh, I haven't accelerated in this car in so long. Let's wait for traffic. All right. Let's put it into sport mode, get the exhaust open. Manual mode, down into second gear. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. This will be the first acceleration in like 5 months. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah! That was 80 miles an hour already. Oh, that is so fun. I missed that so much. Oh boy. I'm gonna get in trouble with this thing. Let's get some downshifts in. There we go. 3, second gear. Let's get into first gear. There's first. Sweet. Oh, green light. Let's go. All right, the speed limit's 45. I gotta remember that. Oh, the car sounds so good. Right past the highway patrol station. Put it back into automatic mode. No need to draw attention. That's a 90-degree turn. You just go 30?
Yeah.
Around the turn?
Yep.
I don't know if this car can do that. I don't know if we should try it. I feel like I'm too chicken to try it. It says 10. The suggested speed limit is 10. I'm not going. I'm not going 30.
You don't
Ah! Oh, it actually did work.
Yeah,
We're fine.
It's fine.
Well, I think now I'll probably just keep driving around. The car's actually going to get inspected tomorrow, the California Vehicle Safety Inspection, which is one of the steps in order to get the car titled and registered in my name. And so I want all the different modules and computers in the car to be ready to be scanned. So we'll probably do another 100 miles or so tonight and then put the car away, and bright and early tomorrow it'll go to the mechanic. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even just a little bit as much as I did, because I enjoyed it a lot. It is so good to be back behind the wheel of this car after probably 7 or 8 months since the last time I drove it. I'm also happy to report that after this drive, no other issues presented themselves. No warning lights, no check engine light, no nothing, no information on the dash at all. So we should be good for now. We'll just keep driving it around, and if any other issues pop up, we'll fix them when they do. We'll see you guys next video.